What do you call the knight that loves to scare people? Surprise. Oh, for the no, don't forget, comment your dad jokes down below. Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. Quick video today, but an IPTV gang has been prosecuted by the Premier League. I think it's an interesting little story, so I thought I'd make a video for you guys today. So let's take a look at what this gang did. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. Right, so we don't usually see these sorts of things covered by UK news broadcasters, but as we can see from the BBC, TV fraud gang jailed for illegally streaming Premier League games. Now if you take a quick look through it, you're going to see 5 men who illegally streamed Premier League football matches to tens of thousands of people have been jailed.
Now, here in the UK, 5 people have been jailed for a total of more than 30 years for illegally streaming Premier League matches.
And then it goes on to say they charged £10 a month and they made most of the money off 3 PM kickoffs. And their operation, described as the biggest so far, received more than £7 million from 50,000 subscribers. Now, I don't think this is the biggest so far. It is, obviously, 50,000 subscribers, a lot of people, and over 7 million's a lot of money, but I don't think each and every person would have paid £10 a month. And then it goes on to say the sentencing follows a rare private prosecution by the Premier League. I'm not sure it is that rare now because we have seen them cracking down on it. And then it says it was a fraud prosecution by the Premier League. And then it does say the personal details of many of those who paid for Flawless TV are now in the hands of investigators, raising the question of what action might be taken against them. So the name of this service is called Flawless TV, and if you were a subscriber of this, if the investigators have got your details, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to get prosecuted or anything like that. And then it shows us a body cam image there. And we've got another one here as well where there's numerous set-top boxes all linked together, producing the streams that they were providing. And then it goes on to tell you a bit about 3 PM kickoffs. Now this is one of the things that makes IPTV so appealing is UEFA allows the Premier League to prevent broadcasts of UK matches between 14:45 and 17:15 on Saturdays. But this blackout is only in the UK, so every Premier League game is broadcast in such as the US and numerous different countries around the world. Whereas in the UK, we don't get to see any live broadcasts of those games between those times, which I think's wrong. And they do say it's to make people attend the games rather than watching them at home, but that's a load of bollocks, isn't it? I do believe also if the Premier League set up a streaming service themselves, a lot of people would subscribe to it if it broadcast every game. Now, granted, a lot of people would still use IPTV services because obviously it's a lot cheaper. But I do also think a lot of those people who use those services would choose to subscribe to the Premier League's own service if it gave you everything. Not having to subscribe to Sky for so many, then BT Sport for some, then Amazon Prime, and still not get every game. And then here as well, some pubs and bars also use illegal streams to show unavailable matches, or to avoid the cost of official services, which can be more than £20,000 a year for commercial premises. So if you've got a little boozer near you, a little pub, and they don't really generate that much money, £20,000 a year is a lot of money for a few football games, isn't it? There's a little quote here, I would pay more for more, but I don't have that option. And then it just goes on to say a bit more about stealing money and how unsafe these methods can be if you're passing over your details and that. But all in all, this is just another IPTV service that was taken down and people were prosecuted. But I do think it were interesting that it was broadcast on BBC News, but yet all the other ones that have happened haven't been on there. So why do they choose to broadcast this one? I want to say thank you to Andrew and Andy for letting me know about this article over on Twitter as well, so thank you. And I don't know what's your thoughts and opinions on IPTV. If you're wondering why I'm saying it like that, it's because YouTube don't like it when I say it normally. But let me know in the comments section down below, what do you think about all of this? Because I don't think any of the prosecutions are for actually distributing copyrighted content. it always seems to be for fraud.
A prosecution by the Premier League which took them to court for fraud.
So if these people selling these services were to set it up legitimately as selling something and paying taxes, what would they be prosecuted with? Obviously there is copyright content and that, and they will be shut down, but would they have to give money back? Would they get any type of jail time or anything? What? I'm just curious as to what had happened. As we saw as well from the 50,000 subscribers, that investigators have got all those details, and you're wondering, oh, what might happen? Here's a quick clip now.
That it is unlikely that those subscribers will face legal action themselves.
So as you can see, nothing's going to happen to anybody that was subscribed to it. But yeah, just one of those, keeping you up to date what's happening around the streaming news. I do apologise about the hay fever, still bunged up. I'm taking antihistamines, but it's just not going. So I'm struggling to talk at the moment. It's doing me head in. But yeah, that's it for this one. Right, so that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da!